Net outages in an apparent attack on Monday after the U.S. threatened to retaliate. Joyce Wu, ATV News.
More headlines from the U.S., starting with authorities breaking up a gun smuggling ring that transported firearms, including AK-47s, to New York City. Here's Joyce Wu.
5 people, including current and former Delta Airlines baggage handlers, have been arrested over a brazen scheme to illegally transport guns, including AK-47s, on passenger jets bound for New York City. Authorities said 153 guns were seized during a 7-month gun trafficking probe, which led investigators to the perpetrators.
Our investigation led us down to the state of Georgia, and it led us to an individual named Mark Henry. What we learned was truly frightening. Henry is a former Delta Airlines employee. He worked with a current Delta employee, Eugene Harvey. Together, those 2 individuals breached the security at the airport down in Atlanta. They breached the security to smuggle so many firearms, so many guns on planes from Atlanta to New York City.
Authorities said the perpetrators had smuggled firearms on board at least 17 commercial airliners this year.
This investigation is deeply troubling because not only are these guns creating havoc on the streets of Brooklyn and throughout the country, but now this scheme really poses a threat in terms of terrorism. They could put guns on a plane this time. They could have easily put a bomb on one of those planes.
The smuggling ring is believed to have been operating for at least 5 years. Former U.S. President George Bush Sr. has been admitted to a hospital in Houston, Texas, after experiencing shortness of breath. His family said the 90-year-old was hospitalized as a precaution and was being held for observation. Bush spent nearly 2 months in the hospital and was discharged in January 2013 after treatment for a bronchitis-related cough and other ailments. In June, he celebrated his 90th birthday by making a tandem parachute jump near his summer home in Maine. It's the end of a gruesome case that gripped Canada, where body parts including hands and feet were discovered in packages mailed to political parties in Ottawa and schools in Vancouver in early 2012. After nearly 3 years, a jury has convicted 32-year-old Luca Magnotta to life in prison for killing and dismembering his Chinese lover, engineering student Jun Lin. The killer even posted the horrific video online, but pleaded innocence on grounds of mental illness. In addition to first-degree murder, Magnotta was found guilty of committing an indignity to a human body, publishing and mailing obscene material, and criminally harassing Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper and other members of Parliament. Joyce Wu, ATV News.
A man in the U.S. has been ordered to remove a nativity display outside his house after he chose a zombie Christmas theme. ATV's Bo Leung reports.
For some residents of this quiet Cincinnati suburb, it's not their idea of the nativity scene. It's more like the nightmare before Christmas. The zombie-themed depiction of the birth of Christ features the baby Jesus and others as undead characters straight out of a horror movie. And at night, the figures are illuminated by red and green lights. The display has caused quite a stir, and acting on anonymous complaints, town authorities have ordered homeowner Jason Dixon to take it down. Interestingly, they say it's the size and location of the display that's a problem, not the zombie theme, as it violates local property maintenance codes. But Dixon claims more people are loving this unusual Christmas sight, and he's not dismantling it just yet.
Finance news: Hong Kong shares closed marginally higher in a short trading session today, despite a record performance on Wall Street overnight. The Hang Seng Index edged up 15 points to close at 23,349. Turnover was $39.7 billion. Trading ended early today for the Christmas holiday and won't reopen until Monday. Let's take a look at markets overseas, starting in the U.S. The Dow Jones is up 40 points. The London FTSE is up 11 points. The German market is closed, and the Paris CAC is down 19 points. Now over to U.S. dollar cross rates. It's 1.21 to the euro, 1.55 to the pound sterling, and it's 120 Japanese yen to the U.S. dollar. The weather forecast for the next few days. Christmas Day will be cold, overcast, and polluted with occasional rain. Temperatures will range from 15 to 19 degrees. Colder on Friday and Saturday with some rain. Here's a look at the weather around the world. That's all the news for now. Thanks for watching ATV. I'm Wynna Wong. From all of us at ATV News, Merry Christmas and good night.
Coming up, Newsline.